This is an automatic writing by Rena Marken on May 15th, 2020. Rena, each day I remind myself that I am a spiritual being having a human experience and call upon the love and the light of God to embed, surround, protect, and guide me throughout my day with each word, each thought, each emotion, each action. With that, I begin this writing. P. Dear child, we are so happy that you have come to this place of peace and calm solitude. Let your ears hear with clarity that you may know you are indeed a spiritual being foremost. This earth plane is a sleepy place, an experiment to see if a magnificent God can express as a human in forgetful slumber, and then reawaken to realize the true divine essence that is her, and express as that while surrounded by other slumbering gods. And so it is with great pleasure that we, the Pleiadians, speak with you this morning in your time. We have been given permission from your Oversoul to engage with you in this way, in this space, in this moment. Are you, as a conscious creator, open and in agreement with this communication? Rena: Yes, I am. P. Well then, let us begin. There have been many on this planet with whom we have spoken. Some have written books, some have what you call YouTube channels, some keep their communication guarded and only to themselves. But we, your beloved light family, welcome the opportunity to speak to whomever will listen, as our message is one of hope and loving light. This day on your planet sees what one would call tyranny worldwide. Not just in your United States, but worldwide. The children have run amok, so to speak, and quite frankly, it's time to reel them in and put them back to work becoming the realized gods, beings they are. What is it you say about a bad apple ruining the basket? Well, on your planet, there were a couple of bad apples dropped into the barrel, and those rotten ones have infected the others. Not all, mind you, but many. As your great president says, the swamp runs deep and wide. And mind you, this president will go down in history as the greatest of them all, simply because of his fortitude and devotion in clearing out the corruption that runs rampant in this your United States and worldwide. Now, we know there are many, many people who may hear or read this and be put off or even angered by that statement, but we assure you it is true as we can see from our vantage point. Perfect this man is not, but we ask, who among you is? In this your experience of today, May 15th in the year 2020, the world is still in what you have termed lockdown. In your specific experience, you are home, not getting ready to meet your elders for an outing of fun, sun, and enjoyment, but relegated to phone calls to see how they are doing while locked inside of their homes, apartments, or nursing facilities. The emotional toll this lockdown is taking on your elder population is far worse than the physical effects of this, your coronavirus. Yes, it is devastating to the physical body of those who have compromised immune systems, but it has been well over 2 months, and the isolation and loneliness and feeling of being caged and locked up are quickly becoming far, far worse. So, what is the higher purpose of this suffering? We're glad you asked. To know thyself, to come to terms with one's own thoughts, of how those thoughts affect the emotional body. Loneliness is the lack of socialization, but it is also the lack of inner communication. Those with vivid imaginations are rarely lonely. They just go within and create amazing scenarios where they live and experience the emotions that come with those scenarios. But those aren't real, you say. Oh, quite the contrary. They are as real in the progression of the soul as your 3D scenarios. Also, when we go inside, we come face to face with our memories, both pleasant and unpleasant. This is a grand opportunity for all souls, not just your elders, to look within and celebrate those memories of happiness and joy, and bring light, love, and healing to those memories of pain and sorrow. Some of you are getting this, and it only takes a few to lift an entire planet. The dark is being exposed right now, and it is painful, but only in the exposure can light shine upon it. So, with that said, what kind of world shall we create? This world is being cleansed and loved and reshaped, but it needs input into the reshaping. You, Creator God, are to provide that input. We task you with reshaping your Earth experience. So tell us, what is your perfect Earth? Rena, I'd love an Earth where our government is run by people who have a serving mindset, who surround themselves with the love and the light of God to make decisions that express the will of the people and are in the highest and best for all. I'd love our experience here on Earth to be where all humans can find their talents and experience prosperity from sharing them, where those who serve the most vulnerable are rewarded and regarded first, where all humans are revered as equal, and those who need caring for are well cared for, and those who don't are independent, where all people are free to express themselves, free to travel, free to live the life they desire, where the animals are honored, loved, and cared for, where we honor the plants and vegetation, where our Mother Earth is pristine, clean, and breathing, where we actively join with our space brothers and sisters for play, information, and discussion, where our DNA is reconnected and we are able to experience the everyday miracles which that brings, where we are all awake and enjoy and gratitude for the experience of another day on Earth. This is the Earth I create. P. And it is so.